Gelber joins us now. And Ben, it's cold, but nothing quite like 35 below.
But very interestingly, that's our source region for cold air. This current cold air mass, which will get even colder behind the storm, is coming straight out of Alaska.
Wow.
So that explains a lot.
It does.
We won't be 35 below, but there's plenty of cold air. Some of the coldest we've seen in years. 22 and 17 today, although we have a new low temperature here in the past hour. Our average high is 38. But it just keeps on getting colder on our fire and ice heating and air conditioning tower cam review. That evening clearing trend allowed, with that fresh snowpack, 1 to 2 inches yesterday, for some quick cooling. 15 with a wind chill currently of 5. But thankfully, the winds are beginning to slacken as high pressure builds in briefly. Ends the lake effect. Snowbelt getting over 20 inches in Ashtabula County, 40 inches in western New York. But we're just getting started. A new storm is forming in the Texas Panhandle with a band of snow. That storm will track south of the Buckeye State. That's a snow track for us because it pulls warm, moist air over the Arctic air, which then gets reinforced as the storm moves off the mid-Atlantic coast on Monday. Winter storm warning indicates where the heavier snow will fall south of Columbus, but we'll see a moderate amount with winter weather advisory, winter storm watches extending along and just north of the I-70 corridor. All this is for mainly later tomorrow into Monday. It's down to 8 at Newark, 10 at Delaware, 15 at Columbus, 10 at Athens. Wind chills barely worth mentioning. It's not 35 below, but 0 to +5, although not as uncomfortable in the southern part of the state. We're very close to, as I mentioned, our overnight lows because clouds will begin streaming in late, but we'll wind up right around 10 to 13 degrees or just above that in the morning, 22 at noon, and by 4 o'clock, snow will be off to the south, but not quite in Columbus, and about 26 degrees. This is what I've been forecasting the past several days. North of US 30 by Monday afternoon, 1 to 2 inches, 2 to 4 inches, say Delaware, Mount Vernon, and extending east to Coshocton, 4 to 6 inches in this east-west band through the I-70 corridor. Notice a little bit less in northeast versus southwest Franklin County, but a very quick jump, 6 to 8 inches, say down 71, US 22, and as much as 8 to 10 inches, Washington Courthouse into western Ross and Pickaway counties and back to the northern suburbs of Cincinnati. An icy mix in the southeast, 6 to 8 inches, but also sleet and freezing rain. All right, so walking you through the pinpoint forecast, around 4 o'clock, notice the snow moving north, but it's still south of Circleville and Logan at 4 o'clock. And then as that storm begins to intensify, the snow band increases a little heavier where you see the darker blue by 11 o'clock. Look at the freezing and rain and sleet, though. Could reach as far north as Chillicothe. That will compound problems. Snow tapers off to lighter bands on Monday, but it doesn't end quickly. We get a secondary band Monday afternoon and evening, and then temperatures will begin to plummet. Also, winds will be on the increase Monday evening, so that means more blowing and drifting as the storm tracks from Kentucky into West Virginia. So an ideal storm track for us to get a moderate amount of snow, 13 overnight, 26 tomorrow afternoon, snow late in the day, and then on and off snow and flurries on Monday, partly sunny Tuesday, and the cold Whitney and Kyle gets reinforced, and of course we'll have much more in the storm starting tomorrow morning as we enter a weather alert day through Monday.